Well, this tour, this tour is kind of summed up by this bubble wand, because normally when you go on a rap tour, this is not the kind of trophy that you plan to take home, but every show that we've done on this tour has been at kind of a weird makeshift venue. This actually is one of the more like concrete venues. We played like record stores and recording studios and tattoo parlors, and normally you just want to, like, when you do your show, you're just trying to get money and go home, but tonight we got a bubble wand, which is not something that I expected. It is not something that I knew that I wanted, but now I have it and I know that it is exactly what I wanted. Also money. And we also got some money.
Also
money. So yeah, so this is the final trophy before we head back to Tennessee.
Yep.
And so it was given to me by Ashley, the bartender, who is a doll baby. And
that is true.
Yeah, and so she is our new Greenville champion.
She's our fave.
Yeah. Crown and Heart.
Alley Cat.
Oh.
Carrollton, Georgia. That was my first time, and I loved it.
The Alley Cat in Carrollton, Georgia is a tiny little restaurant that does shows at night. And when we go there, it just turns into this enormous, like, crazy party. And it's just a real kind of like scorched earth vibe, like just no prisoners kind of party.
They're also the first place that ever brought us Patron during Petronas.
Yeah.
Which makes it really special.
No, I mean,
that's the first time we knew
follow
that
the line,
anyone
guys.
was listening. Yeah, exactly. We said, bartender, expecto Patronus. I had never had Patron until that happened at the Alley Cat.
Really?
Carrollton. Yeah, and all over the country, places have done it since, but Carrollton was the first. And because they're so awesome, we've played that venue more than we've played any venue, even the venues in our hometown.
That's awesome.
That being said, the Crown and Harp in Dallas always is amazing.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the places we revisit, we'll only really revisit a place if it feels kind of home-ish for us. Like same thing for the radio room. People always treat us really good, and yeah, it feels familiar and nice and excited. So
very cool.
Yeah. If it doesn't feel that way, we say fuck this place, because most of the places we play have more than one venue.
That's very true.
Yeah.
There you
Except
go.
for Carrollton, which
There
lucky
you go.
for them, Alley Cat's awesome.
Yeah.
You go where it works, right?
Yeah, you go where it works.
Exactly.
In the back seat, on the main road.
The code of the road prohibits me from telling a few stories. But, a really important, when you're on the road, you're in the car most of your tour. I think this tour is something like 35 hours in the car, not counting stops and shows and sleeping. And so after we ran out of all the other things to talk about, we decided to, we're listening to Kendrick Lamar, and he was talking about, I pray my dick gets big as the Eiffel Tower so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. And so we all got on our phones with our calculators, and we started to figure out the logistics of having a dick as big as the Eiffel Tower, and the logistics of fucking anything really for 72 hours with said dick. And
you have to deliver at least
14 feet of dick an hour.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's
laying the pipe.
Think about, like, I can't dunk. Not even Larry can dunk on a 10-foot goal. Like, I'm talking about 14 feet of dick.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Coconut shoulders. Yeah.
Tell them about
this is an erection that you would, in order to maintain this erection, you would need enough blood to fill the show tank that Shamu performs in, just to keep the erection erect. It would be 1,063 feet tall.
1,063 meters.
Meters tall. I'm sorry, world.
Yeah.
We're still stuck in feet and inches over here. Grego let us know that something like,
if it gets past a meter, a normal human cannot sustain it without passing out.
Without passing out, yeah. If your dick was longer than a meter and it was erect, then you would pass out because all the blood would go into it. So this is 1,063 meters, so you would certainly die well before the 72-hour mark.
Yeah, before the 1 hour mark.
It's science.
Dude, backing it up, man.
Yeah.
Backing it up.
So be careful what you pray for.
Exactly, you just might get it right.
You probably won't.
She said you got no room for me, no matter how you dream it. And I said, well then fuck magic, but she knew I didn't mean it. She said, okay.
we're not afraid to eat the hot dogs from the rolling machine, but
Yeah.
we actually have eaten pretty good on this tour. We ate at the Grit in Athens today, which is probably my favorite restaurant on earth.
Chandler's, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's
That doesn't count as tour for us, but Chandler's in Knoxville, Tennessee.
tour for me, cause they.
Yeah.
I'm
This
Right.
guy, I didn't even get to go, but this guy came back, and I knew he had eaten at Chandler's because he couldn't really talk about it. He was just kind of dancing. Yeah. And then you eat Chandler's and you kind of dance for a little while, and you go into you have like a grand mal seizure and go into a coma.
But it's worth it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is day number 9 out of 10, right?
One more in Nashville tomorrow, and then we go home.
Mercy Lounge.
Cool. Mercy Lounge, Nashville, Tennessee. Lil Iffy is coming for you.
Yep, with Yip Deceiver and Turquoise.
May 10th,
Mhm.
2014, right?
Yeah.
100 cruciatuses couldn't stack up to this hurt. I tried.
I'm working on a record right now. Me and Tom Ado are working on the groundwork for a new record, and we just want to tour. I mean, we're still supporting Wand Out, so we're going to tour 2 or 3 more times this year. Hopefully, all with this dude, and of course, this guy doesn't really ever miss stuff that we do, and so we just want to keep going until we run out of gas, and then I want to just die.
And I'm gonna be when I go home. I'm working on a new record myself. And hopefully, I can get Tom Ado to send me some beats, so I can get a beat from
Good.
Tom Ado
Yeah.
out
Yes,
of
sir.
Knoxville.
I know him.
He knows
Yes,
this
sir.
guy, so we're gonna
Yeah.
make that
I'm
happen.
gonna-
And I'm coming back to the radio room with Lil Iffy.
I'm gonna text Tom and tell him to
And
send you.
please, boy, man, baby, we gonna clean up. Like,
All right.
You know, this is close to.
Yeah, this is a
This guy
pretty...
doesn't use bad language. It's been a real
don't
stumbling
curse.
block on this tour. That's as close. He says titties, but because when we went to New Orleans, he was like, "Dump your titties out the window." But like, that's
Yeah.
as close as he's gotten the whole tour just now.
Yeah, he said the bastard word once.
The bastard word. Yeah.
The-
we use all the fuck words.
Yeah.
Very
Don't
cool.
use fuck words.
Yeah.
Guys, one last thing. I appreciate this interview very much. You guys put on a great show tonight. If you guys could give any last words to your watchers back home, all around the U.S., all around the world, and specifically to those awaiting your arrival in Nashville tomorrow, what would you say to them?
Before we answer this, we missed a very, very important thing earlier in this interview.
Oh.
Important tour story. We had a couple get engaged
Yeah,
during
engaged.
one of our
Woo!
shows.
Yeah, that's true.
That
We raised
that's
the
a
bar
special
on 'em.
moment.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is special.
Like
Yeah.
I felt like I knew we were missing something.
Yeah.
Tattoo on
and
this
Iffy got a
tour.
tattoo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Fortuna Major.
Yeah, we are forever changed because of this tour.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
It really is like that's the thing. Like what we do, you know, even at its basic concept is silly and fun and whatever. But all of these like legitimately special, like powerful things happen when we go out and travel around. And so yeah, I mean, we just kind of do what we want to do and let special things happen. So that's my advice to everybody watching. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do and like let the rest happen.
And love what you do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Love it, and like he said, do what you gonna do. Don't care what nobody say. Nashville, we coming tomorrow. I'm bringing a little Iffy with me, and it's gonna be problems when we walk in the Mercy Lounge. You better believe that. It's gonna be
Yeah.
problems.
Problems.
We gonna set it on fire.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to call an arsonist. You hear me?
Well, the arsonist won't need.
The arson-
Well,
the
they're gonna call the
arsonist.
fire department. They know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anthony George, I love you too.
Thank you guys. This is Josh and Chapman with Chapman Suther Media here with Lil Iffy at the Radio Room in Greenville, South Carolina. Thank you guys very much.
He's gone.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.